What's up, guys? Storm here, and today I'm bringing you guys, well, I'm gonna bring you guys my MW3 wishlist. But first off, a little bit about the gameplay. This is some competitive sniping that me and Mets, also known as one NYM fan, did. We did lose. I'll give it away. It's demolition on high rise. We did lose. It was just kind of entertaining, and you guys will see some BS at the end. And I'm just gonna I'm gonna warn you guys ahead of time. I am not the best sniper, so don't expect me to just rape everybody. Mets is way better than me at sniping. I'm just kind of the planter guy. Mets covers me. Blah blah blah. All right, let's get into my MW3 wish list. And one thing I want to talk about real quick are the perks for MW3. I mean, Modern Warfare 3, I think it's gonna be an awesome game. No matter, whether or not any of these things I hope that happen, because let's just face it, the Modern Warfare games are a lot better than the Treyarch ones. So the Infinity Ward does better, and they got some new people helping them out. So hopefully it'll be a pretty good game. I'm looking forward to it. I'm super pumped. I'm really not into Black Ops at the moment. I'm more into MW2, and yeah, so let's get started with perks. Some perks, I think, I'm not saying in particular order. I'm not saying like this should be in the tier 1 slot and that, because I don't really, I'm not a professional game maker, but I think these perks should return, because I'm pretty sure there's 15 total perks if I did the math like right now correctly. You get 15 perks or something. And these are the perks I think should come back. So the first perk of discussion, I think, people said, in Black Ops they always just hate Ghost and everything. Well, I have a solution to how to fix Ghost, and that is to bring back stopping power. And I know some people, kind of like the idea of not having stopping power in Black Ops, but if you think about it, stopping power was good because it minimized everybody who used the whole cold-blooded or ghost, whatever you want to call it, thing. People didn't use it because, well, they were at a disadvantage without stopping power, and I think they need to bring it back just for that sole purpose. Because stopping power, I mean, if you have a game without stopping power, it's gonna create. I think it creates some unbalancedness because people, have that free will just to use that cold-blooded because, now they don't get seen on the radar or anything. I mean, hell, I would use it if Modern Warfare 2, if they didn't have stopping power, I would use cold-blooded too. I mean, there really isn't too much else. And so now that that's over, let's talk about a couple other perks I'd bring back before we get into another little discussion. I would bring back Scavenger for obvious reasons. It's probably, it's one of the more useful perks in the game. I'd bring back Sleight of Hand because you really can't have a Call of Duty game without Sleight of Hand. And some perks from Treyarch I would bring back. Flak Jacket. I think Flak Jacket's really an amazing perk, and I think it was kind of overlooked in Black Ops. So I think they should bring that back. It's because then you don't have to run that whole blast shield bullshit where your equipment or whatever you want to call it's a freaking blast shield. Besides, blast shield was fucking gay. You couldn't even see the goddamn radar. It was ridiculous. So they should bring back Flak Jacket, but for goodness sakes, in Modern Warfare 3, they shouldn't make it absolutely impossible to freaking get the pro benefits of any of these classes. Swear to God, I've never had Flak Jacket Pro because that takes forever. And it's ridiculous. And another perk they should bring back, Tactical Mask Pro. They need to make that easier too, because I've only had it once, and it literally was, I wasn't prestige. I decided not to prestige, but now I have prestige in Black Ops again. But at the time, I wasn't prestiging, and it took me forever to get Tactical Mask Pro. I mean, holy shit. I mean, it's really useful. Don't get me wrong, but they need to make it easier to get the pro benefit. I mean, not like super easy, like get a kill and all of a sudden now you have pro tactical mask. I'm not talking like that easy. I'm saying freaking 20 kills if someone's stunned or not. Okay, I can understand maybe one time having to do that. You stun someone, maybe you have to get 20 kills with someone stunned, flashed, or whatever, and then you have to stun people or something for 15 times, and that counts too. I think the whole tactical mass thing is just in Flak Jacket Pro. Those things are kind of ridiculous, and they need to kind of work on that. Then some other obvious perks to bring back, the whole marathon, lightweight, and I think for marathon, they shouldn't. It should be kind of like the Modern Warfare 2, where if you have marathon, you don't have to freaking get the pro benefit to get the unlimited sprint. And if they do make it so the unlimited sprint, you shouldn't have to. I don't think to get the pro benefit of any perk, you shouldn't have to, play a certain game type just so you can get that, like capture the flag. Don't get me wrong. I think Cherrick was on the right mindset, trying to get people to play other game types, but it was just a hassle to have to get Marathon Pro sometimes, because you're only prestige for so long, and then you have to do it all over again. So those are a couple things. Lightweight, obviously, I think I just said that. And I think they should make lightweight the same way as Treyarch did, with the pro benefit being the unlimited or the no fall damage, just because I don't want Commando back in the game, obviously. Ninja for obvious reasons, but yet again, it's one of those things. To get the pro benefit, you had to freaking play like Demolition or something, and I don't know. I'm not a big Demolition fan, even though you can get a lot of kills. I think it's kind of in Demolition, I'm more worried about getting all those kills with those people spawning than I am about planting the bomb. So, and then let's see, they need to bring back Warlord, I think, or whatever they want to call it. I think it was called, but I think they should bring it back in the same way they had Bling, where you can. I guess it kind of depends, really. If for Bling they're gonna, or not Bling, for Warlord, or not. God, what am I? Okay, let's go. Hold on, let me think for a second. All right, if they're gonna do like they did in Modern Warfare 2, and you're gonna have secondaries of like all different things, machine pistol, all this bullshit. If they're gonna do that and have shotguns as secondaries, then I'd say they should make it like Bling, where the pro benefit, you can have 2 attachments for your secondary. Now, if they're not gonna do it like that, I think they should do it just like Warlord, where you get the extra grenade and stuff. I actually kind of like the Warlord one better, but if they're gonna, because I hope they don't bring shotguns back as a secondaries. That was just, that's 2 primary weapons. That's kind of ridiculous. And so, and freaking Modern Warfare 2 shotguns were pretty overpowered, so whatever. Alright. And they need to bring back Hacker, and I think they need to bring it back just like how Hacker was, because that was kind of fun. But I don't think they should bring back equipment like freaking motion sensors and all that bullshit. I think that just makes the game more complicated than it has to be. And it makes the game less fun, because there's so many things you can use to your advantage in this game, like in Black Ops. So if they're gonna make Hacker, I think it should be, you can, like, if someone has a sentry gun or SAM turret, you can freaking hack that, or you can hack their Claymore and stuff like that, and their care package and all that stuff. But I just hope they don't bring back motion sensors. But that was a little off topic. Alright, I think they should bring back One-Man Army, and I know someone's gonna be like, what the fuck? They shouldn't bring back One-Man Army. Are you kidding me? Did you not play Modern Warfare 2? I did play Modern Warfare 2. I thought One-Man Army was an extremely useful perk, because in One-Man Army, excuse me, if I'm running, a class with stopping power and someone gets a Pavlo, I can change to my cold-blooded class, and I'm not gonna have to worry about that freaking Pavlo. And, I can shoot it down. I can help my team out, and while maintaining, not having to die for it. Maybe I'm one away from my Pavlo, or whatever. That's why. And people are going to be like, well, what about the noob tubing thing? Well, I didn't say bring back Danger Close, did I? And another thing I didn't say, and here's my new perk. I thought of a new perk. It really isn't a new perk. It's kind of based off COD 4, but I think there should be a perk called Noob Tube or Grenade Launcher or something. It's where you get 2 noob tubes for your, and there's only certain guns it works with. Like I guess it could work with every gun, like assault rifle or submachine gun if you really wanted to. But they only get 2 noob tubes. And see, if they put it in the same slot as One-Man Army, now you can't switch to your one-man army noob to, because, well, it's in the same tier. There's no way that's even possible. And I think that's a good way to approach it. Or they could just do it the COD 4 way. If you have grenade launcher equipped, you can't use the tier 1 slot, and then just put one-man army in the tier 1 slot, so they can't do that. I think that would be maybe that's even easier than what I said, but you know what? Just put it into consideration, guys. That's all I'm asking. All right, now let's move to kill streaks. Kill streaks, I just have a list of them here. UAV, you know, just their basic UAV, counter UAV, care package. I think they should bring back the napalm strike just because it was fun. Or they should bring it back something like the napalm where it lays fire on the ground. I don't care what they name it. I just think that was kind of a cool new thing that Treyarch, you know, that was one of the positive things about Treyarch. They added that. I think that was pretty cool. I think they should bring back the Predator missile. Fuck the Valkyrie rockets. Those things are gay. You know, your attack helicopter. You need to have your sentry gun. I mean, sentry gun. I think they should bring back the SAM turret. That was a really good idea. And, you know, it's a very useful, especially if you're in a party. You can always, if you're in a party that wants to win, not everyone wants to kill whore, it's a good idea to have someone running that. And, you know, I like the idea of the SAM turret. You know, I think they should bring back the Harrier, but lessen the damage of it. So, because the Harrier by itself was way more useful than any 7 kill streak you're used to. I think they should, you know, maybe, I don't know, make it more retarded so it can't see people as easily or something. I don't know, because it basically killed everybody it saw. You know, other things, I think they should bring back the chopper gunner as a 9 kill streak just like they did. I don't want them to have a Pavlo. I think the Pavlo was a little overpowered, especially since Modern Warfare 2 was a stackable kill streak. It wasn't that hard to get a Pavlo, and that thing was like a freaking chopper gunner without you even having to worry about being in it. It was ridiculous. And then for the 11 kill streaks, they should bring back dogs, because dogs are just fun. Who doesn't want to get dogs? And then they should bring back the AC-130, because the AC-130, AC-130 is a lot of fun. It's one of my favorite kill streaks from Modern Warfare 2. And I think they should bring back the nuke. And I know that's gonna cause a flag for people. They're gonna raise the flags like, what the fuck you talking about? Bringing back the nuke? But hear me out. I think the nuke shouldn't end the game. It should just kill everyone on the map. So it'd basically be like respawning a brand new game. You know, and the nuke kills, you know, it gets rid of all the UAVs, it gets rid of, you know, choppers in the air, you know, it gets rid of the hair, everything. So if you have a nuke in your pocket and all of a sudden the other team pops out 3 AC-130s, boom, you nuke them, everybody dies, we all start fresh. But the only thing about the nuke, I haven't decided whether or not it should take away people's kill streaks. So you know someone on the other team just got a nuke, you know, they've been killing so many people. You know, I'm not sure which way I want it though. I haven't come to a decision, but this is what I'm talking about. You know, you let your nuke fly and all of a sudden their kill streaks are all gone. And you know, I don't really think I like that idea, but I do like the idea of it just killing everyone off the map and everyone pretty much respawning back into, you know, normal mode or whatever. I think that's kind of a good way to do it, and that's basically my ideas on Modern Warfare 3. And then you need to make the sniping just like COD 4. That's it. That's all I got. You know, make the sniping like COD 4. No sleight of hand pro, easier sniping like in Modern Warfare 2. And I think they should have, if they're gonna have 4 snipers, they need to have 2 bolt action and 2 semis. But that's all I got, you guys. Thank you for watching. Like the video. Let's get 10 likes hopefully, and I'll see you all next time.